Hey folks, it's Mr. Last Hands, left and right again, coming to help you solve some problems that maybe you haven't done before. Today we're looking at 5-41. We're going to solve some problems. Now, each of these problems have a log that we're dealing with. A, we have natural log of 3/2 x plus 9 equals 1. So we have to decide how we're going to solve this. There's several different ways we can do this. What I'm thinking is natural log of something equals 1, which based on what we talked about in class, I could rewrite this as 3/2 x plus 9 equals e to the first, because that's how that should work. All right. From there, I can subtract 9, and so I get 3/2 x equals e minus 9. Then multiply by 2/3 to get x equals 2/3 times e minus 9. You can simplify that a little bit if you'd like, but I'm going to leave it there because that feels sufficient to me. Boom! Cool. B. Log of -3 equals x. This has no solution. Technically, no real solution. Because we aren't taking logs of negative numbers. So, again, I'm putting that in there just so you know why. Or we're putting that in there, not Mr. Last. Boo him. These are just left and right. Woo! C. We have log base 3 to the x of that number equals 5x. Let's see, did I copy that right? Or did we copy that right? Yep, 3 to the x. It looks a little weird, but that's all right. So the way I'm going to rewrite this, if you see kind of how this one happened, it's going to be rewritten as 2187 equals 3 to the x to the 5x power. So here's what we can do from here. I still have 2 left. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Sweet. All right, so by laws of exponents, this side, an exponent to an exponent means we can multiply them. So it's 3 to the 5x squared. Now something else we could do is try to figure out what is 2187 in powers of 3. Let's see. 3 to the 7th. Oh, that was a really good guess. So I could rewrite this as 3 to the 7th equals 3 to the 5x squared. Which, based on things we've done before, we can say 7 equals 5x squared. And then from here we can solve, which means we'll get 7/5 equals x squared, and square root both sides, so we can get plus or minus square root of 7/5 equals x. So we have two answers to this one. Or so it seems. Of those, technically this one is extraneous. This means not a real solution. Because if we plug that in, that makes the base here negative. And we don't want a negative base or a negative thing in there. All right. D. Where is D? Oh, there it is. So I get log base 7 of 17 equals log of 49 of x. Okay, so we got to figure out which one's going to be which, or what's going to happen here. So there's a couple things I notice, but I think what I'm going to do is just write two separate equations and use those to recombine. I'm going to say A equals B. And I'm going to say log of 7 of 17 equals A. So I should be able to, from here, say 17 equals 7 to the A. And over here, I could say log of 49 of x equals B. Which then lets me say x equals 49 to the B. Which then I can say x equals 7 squared, 7 to the 2b. So I think this is where we're going from here, because I really want to try to get a and b back equal to each other. So I'm going to square root both sides, which will get rid of the 2. If a equals b, then 7 to the a should equal 7 to the b. So I should be able to combine these two again to get 17 equals square root of x, which then should be 17 squared equals x. Boom. That's kind of a tricksy move. And you can see I was thinking about it because I haven't done that one in a while. All right. Cool beans. E. All right. Again, there's some more efficient ways to do these, but I'm just kind of doing them how I can see them. 1 over 6, square root of 6 of 3 equals x. I think if we're clever about this, we might be able to get out of this with some cool stuff. Square root. How could I rewrite that? Could I rewrite as 6 to the log of 6 to the negative 1/2 of 3? Maybe rewrite it using log. I don't know if that helped at all. Let's see. No, because if I just move back, it's not going to make much difference. No, knowing them, maybe I'll do a similar technique to what we did over here. So log of 6 to the negative 1/2 of 3 equals a. So 3 equals 6 to the negative 1/2 a. Which, based on the things we were doing, if I do the negative square to both sides, I'll get 1/9 equals 6 to the a, which looks like something we can work with. Because then over here, I could say log base 6 of x equals b, which means x equals 6 to the b, which means we could say 1/9 equals x. So that's what I got. That's what I got for my solutions. I need to check this one because I don't feel like that's the right answer, but that's kind of what I got. So I'll play around with that and see, but there we are. There are Mr. Last's left and right hands doing those solutions for you. So I hope you find this video helpful. Yeah, I'm going to take a picture of these and post them as well so you can see them, so you don't have to watch the whole video just in case. Alrighty? But the video will explain what I'm doing as I go through it. So there's that too. So kind of decide how you want to approach it. On that note, have a wonderful day, folks. We'll talk to you later.